Does influencer marketing even work? Isn't that the biggest thing that you always hear about influencers? Hey, you should be using influencers. Hey, I should be using influencers. And then you start to question it. You say, wait a minute. Do influencers even work? And then you start digging in, you start asking your friends, and you find out, oh man, they didn't work for my friend. They didn't work for this business. They didn't work for that business. If only everything were that black and white. So today I want to talk about why you want to use influencers and what the actual KPIs are and the marketing goals you're looking for from your influencer campaigns so that you can actually assess for yourself, like for real, does this work? Should I do this? And why should I do this? When should I do this? There's never a bad time to start an influencer marketing campaign, but by far the most important time to begin an influencer marketing campaign is when you're trying to bust into a new market. Now, that might mean that you've been a business for a really long time. It might mean that you've been a business for a very short time or barely at all. Either way, you're trying to steal market share. Unless you're the market leader, you are going to need this to get a leg up. Now, back in the day, it used to be all about TV advertising, right? Before the internet, right? In the days of Mad Men, it was TV advertising, magazine advertising. We have been spoiled by data now, but data is actually often our worst enemy rather than our best friend because it's gotten us so fixated on direct ROI metrics that it creates this TikTok-like attention span in business, which has most advertisers and businesses, small businesses in particular, stop most advertising and marketing campaigns before they even have a chance to get off the ground because they're so fixated on the data. This is why influencer marketing is often classified as something that works or doesn't work in this very binary format, but that is not how things roll. Just like TV and magazine advertising, yes, we have an offer that we're promoting through our influencers using influencer marketing, but what's important to note is that this is a very top of funnel strategy. Oh my gosh, top of funnel, what does that mean? So you have a marketing funnel, you have top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. Top of funnel, these are people that have never heard of you, they don't know your product, they don't know your brand, they don't know anything about you, and you're just trying to build awareness and get some social proof in there, start getting people thinking about buying your stuff. Then they move down to the middle of the funnel consideration phase and then the bottom of funnel hot. But what I want to focus on is the top of funnel. See, what most businesses are doing is they are running ads at the top of the funnel, like direct, like buy my now. And if you don't, see you later. So that's a bad way to do things because consumer confidence is incredibly low right now. So if you're just saying buy or kick to the curb, you're not respecting people's process for buying things. I mean, come on, how many reviews do you read before you buy a $7 phone case, right? No matter what the investment level is, people expect to be proven that it's worth their time and money. So this is where influencers come in. They are this incredible substitute that is so much more inexpensive than TV advertising or magazine advertising. In fact, it actually has more in common with PR, like getting on the Today Show or Good Morning America, than it does with actual advertising. Because what it does is it plugs into a built-in audience of people that are devoted followers of this person, just like there are devoted followers of the Today Show, just like there are devoted followers of Good Morning America and the New York Times. From a PR standpoint, these influencers have devoted audiences who will listen to what they say. Do micro-influencers have these? Not really. You have to actually get influencers that have influence, which is not to say that you can't use micro-influencers, but the strategies are different along the way. But if we're actually looking to move the business needle, when we're talking about breaking into a market that is already dominated by somebody else, so we're trying to steal a market share away, the way that you do that at the top of the funnel is doing top of funnel marketing and advertising. That is where influencers come in. They help people get initiated into your brand, and it's done with social proof. So you have direct influence from people saying, hey, this is something that you should check out, rather than just an ad from a company that obviously just wants you to buy their stuff. And then you can move those people down through retargeting, email marketing, text message marketing, and all of the other retention strategies to move people down the funnel and then get them to eventually buy. Now, some people are going to buy right off the bat, but of course, your ROI is not going to be 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1 on influencer marketing right off the bat, just like you wouldn't expect it to be off of a TV commercial that promotes brand awareness. famous. Geico did not get super famous right off the bat and have people signing up in droves because of their TV commercials. Their TV commercials promoted a brand ethos, got them in everybody's mind, and then it started to prove out because their product was good. And then it got viral in its own ways. It's the same thing with influencers. To be frank, most small businesses don't have the patience for top of funnel strategies. They just want to go for the jugular and they always lose. I've been doing this for a really long time and they always lose because they're just not patient enough. They don't feel like investing in top of funnel strategies. They get impatient and they give up and then they die. Well, I don't want that for you. I want you to win. So we need to think about how we actually want to use these influencers because it's not going anywhere. This is going to be a $24 billion industry this year, and it does yield ROI. The data shows that about 13% of influencer campaigns get a 20x ROI. And 70% get a 2-to-1 ROI. And that's top of funnel strategies. Because I'll tell you what, if it's working, if influencer marketing is working, I don't even need it to make its money back. It's here for brand awareness purposes. So how do I get started? The way that you get started with influencer marketing is thinking about, of course, your competition and the kind of inroads you're looking to make on your market. Like what is the kind of market share that you're trying to steal? Where are you at? Then you want to go big or go home. I would look for mid-tier to macro type influencers. Take all of your ad money you were going to put in top of funnel ads that you were just going to flush down the toilet and put it into influencers that have actual influence, like engaged communities that will buy things from them. You get 3 to 5 of these folks and you just go for it. Or you saturate an entire niche within content creators. For example, you have a tech product and so you saturate all the big tech YouTubers, for example. Or skincare, you saturate all the big skincare Instagrammers, things like that. Then you just sort of become everywhere. And then you set up any of the ads that you're running to be retargeting ads. So people that visit your website, people that interact with your pages, all of these things, that is what ends up moving the needle. And you're going to see trickle down sales over the medium to long term that are very difficult to directly attribute back to the influencer campaigns, but they 100% will. And you're just going to beat everybody that's not doing it. We have a free school community at Get Hyped, my influencer agency, that we have put together just to give you a bunch of free templates so you can start doing this on your own, start getting influencers, good influencers, tracking all their stuff, everything like that. All free, all for you. I'll put a link in the description so that you can join that free group. We put free content in there all the time. And a like and subscribe always goes a long way. I'll see you in the next video.